Okay, well, I appreciate everyone comment, especially a special welcome to all the family members that are here. I say this every time, but it's true. It's one of my favorite events that we do here at the hotel. We're really recognizing great service. Come on in, guys. Great service and acknowledging our colleagues that are going above and beyond. So we're going to get right into it. If I can have Mr. Mazzefi come up. Give him a big round of applause, everyone.
That's better than you usually do.
I was very polite with Jimmy there.
So
Call your folks up.
yeah. So first up, where's Tanya at?
Yeah, Tanya!
Did she go on vacation again? What's going on? That just shows her dedication. She's back to work. She came up here, grabbed a bottle of water. She went back to work. We'll catch her on the way back up. Dwayne, then. Come on up, Dwayne.
Thank you much. You're welcome.
All right, so most of you should know Dwayne. He is like one of the leaders of the coffee crew team around here. Dwayne organizes everything. He keeps everybody in line, and he goes to the ends of the earth to find anything for any guest, whether it's room service, going to engineering, bringing stuff from home. Actually, Dwayne is a beekeeper in his off time, right? So he harvests honey, which is great. Many people have bought it from him before. But for certain groups, we've actually featured his honey on the buffets. And he's been kind enough, of course I buy it from him, but he's been kind enough to bring it in, and it's really just a nice personal touch that he brings to our guests every day. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, there are rumors that Dwayne is retiring at the end of this year. We don't believe any of it, but there are some rumors.
Hey, come back!
Come on. Dwayne.
Hey, come back!
Yeah, I was going to say.
Thank you. Nice. All right, 1, 2.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, I don't know where Tanya is, but
We'll come back.
we'll come back.
We'll come back.
Okay, Brianna and Kelly, come on up. Brianna's got a speech written out.
I know she does. Because it's just terrifying to talk in front of a group of people.
I wasn't going to do that.
Thanks. Are you done? Are you done now? Okay. Can we make Colleen come up here since I see? Come on.
Colleen Leroy!
She knows how terrified I am to do this, so. This All-Star nomination is not only to acknowledge Colleen's hard work as an event concierge, but it's also my thank you. While part of the team, Colleen assisted with enhancing in the daily report, which will soon be a corporate standard. Assisted with implementing training operational departments on ECA in the hotel. She was the winner of our department's Big Idea project. And countless comments to Medallia and her lovable personality and meeting planner pins along the way. Colleen is always going above and beyond for the guest, making sure all needs are met for a successful meeting. She has the wonderful ability to make a connection and make people feel comfortable, which I don't think is a quality you can teach. Colleen has earned the respect and trust of operational departments and their associates. She never hesitates to lend a helping hand and appreciate, I'm trying to do this as fast as possible, and lend a helping hand and appreciate the associates' time and effort. You can often see her spending time with not only the clients, but associates as well. Colleen is reliable and has been a team player from day one. She always took on projects and found ways to improve our event concierge team. She loves to be creative and helping banquets with VIP sets and offering her assistance when needed. NPS is something that she's proud to be a part of. She's been a part of it from the beginning. She's taken on projects for not only our team, but other teams in the hotel. And I'm very proud of her with her move to an admin. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hold on. I can't top that. But I will say Colleen's done an amazing job. We're so glad we stole you from the front desk. Thanks, rooms. And she's now, she's been promoted to an events admin, and she's doing a great job, and she's learning quickly. And it's her birthday today. Woo! Okay. Should we all get in?
We should, oh my gosh, okay.
Okay, quick question. I need audience participation here. If you could think of one leadership committee member who named his fantasy football team, quick disclaimer, we don't do fantasy football here on property. I just want to say that. But he named his fantasy football team Funky Buddha. Who would you think that person is? Marco, come on up.
What an intro.
Thank you. Couple more pounds and I'll look just like the Buddha. Okay. So I'm here to recognize one of our rocks down in the Human Resources Department. This woman does everything. Who's had a paycheck misstep recently? Have you been paid? Did you get paid here? Did you get paid? Huh? You getting paid? Maria, come on up. Congratulations. It's easy to just joke that that's all she does is make sure that we all get paid, but Maria does so much more in this hotel. She's here every morning, and the employees and colleagues at the hotel are lined up to ask her questions. Maria is very thoughtful in making sure that if anybody ever brings her an issue or has something going on, even in their personal lives, that she brings it to our attention and makes sure that it gets addressed. Tanya, jokingly, has been on vacation for what seems like 6 months to the banquet team, and Maria, volunteered to step in and handle a very complicated payroll process for banquets, and that went off seamlessly. She's always looking to learn more and grow her career with Hyatt, and she does an unbelievable job and brings a positive attitude each and every day, and I'm really, really fortunate to have you on my team, so congratulations. Funky Buddha out.
Drop the mic.
Thank you, Funky Buddha. Okay, if you need a guy, who do you call? Tony, come on up.
Which one? Both of them? Whatever you want. Well, I'll start out with Albert Carson. I'm sure most
Albert,
people
come
know
on up,
Albert. No mic for me.
They call him No Mike Fiore.
No mic for you. No mic. Albert's my right-hand man. A lot of people don't know, but he's behind-the-scenes person that is very, very involved in all the construction, all the renovation, everything that you don't see, he's doing. Our room TAM program, we're at like 98%, and that's just not by luck. That's from him programming the right people to do the right things. All the renovation, before and after, what happens? He's programming our people to go in there and take care of all the problems that the contractor's not taking care of, because we can't afford it, so we're doing it in-house. He's the heart of engineering. A lot of the guys go to Albert because they trust him, he has a great relationship with most of the men. I couldn't be any more luckier in having a great guy like this on my side. Albert, thank you so much.
Wipe my tears away.
Oh my God. I wrote it all down too, but I didn't need it. Make it happen. Big Red, where are you?
Yes.
His name is Brian. I call him Big Red. So he interviewed with me. We have a great discussion, and I got his name through a friend of a friend of a friend. He's a private contractor, did a lot of work in painting and wall covering and drywall work. So when I heard that, I was excited. I thought, this is my guy, this is my guy. Comes over, I interview him, great discussion. I says, Brian, I want to offer you the job. You know, Tony, I don't think so. Nobody says no to me. Right, Kelly, where are you? Nobody says no to me.
I don't know what that means. Keep going.
So I said, think about it for 24 hours, I'm going to call you back. I called a friend of his. I go, what the hell with this guy? I'm talking to him. Right? Did it happen that way? Yeah, it did. So then I called him back. He says, yeah, Tony, you're right. I'm going to take the job. Okay. All right, so he's in the job. He's doing a great job. He's only been here 7 months. Phenomenal. Kick ass all the way. Okay? Coconut Point calls me. We're in trouble, Tony. I need help. I go, okay. Let me think of a couple of guys that I can think of. I talked to Albert. Albert goes, hands down, let's send these 2 guys, Brian and Dave Morey. I go, hey, Brian, I need you to go to Coconut Point. I don't think so. I go, I don't know who I called, but I called the guy that called him, and he says, I'm ready to go. He went there, came back, and with a big smile on his face, did a great job. Coconut Point called me and says, man, when can you send those 2 guys back again? We need help again. Brian has only been here 7 months. Customer service, outstanding. Will help anybody, guests, employees, housekeepers. He takes the time to say, can I help you with that? Can I help you with that? Takes care of things that he's not supposed to take care of. I love it. Keep on going, my pal. Booyah!
Kristen and Ashley, you want to come up? You want to come up together individually? How? Batman and Robin? Yeah.
All right. Oh, no. 1 second. Okay, so Ashley and I have the pleasure of speaking to you about 4 of our teammates today. So we'll call them up individually, and then together we'll take a final picture. The first associate that I'd like to call up is Lee. Lee, if you can come up, please. All right, so I hope everybody knows Lee. Lee started here about a year ago as an overnight audit host. So she worked overnights for about 8 months for us. And I remember transitioning to the FOM role, coming in at 6 a.m. every day, right? 6 a.m., I'm coming in with my coffee, and Lee is there every day with a smile, waving. Hi, Kristen. Just like that. It was perfect. It was a perfect way to start the day. And she takes that and she gives that straight to the guests. She gives that love, that care, that excitement to each and every one of our guests, whether they're here for an anime, for a fur fest, or for a business group. Lee will take care of every single guest for us. I have a special story that I really enjoy. Does everybody remember Group Publishing? They were here about a couple weeks ago. The front desk put out bears and Hershey's Hugs out the desk, which I'm hoping everybody enjoyed. It was very tasty, but it was a treat for our guests for Group Publishing. We also had signs that said, Hyatt Regency here welcomes Group Publishing with free hugs. And so a couple guests start walking by the desk and they're like, oh, look, free candy, free hugs. And one of them looks at Lee and said, where are the free hugs? And Lee's like, do you want a hug? Do you want a hug? And the guest said, yeah, I mean, if it's free hugs, absolutely. So Lee, sprints out behind the desk and gives both these ladies hugs, which was so great for this group. They loved it. They loved you because of your excitement and your enthusiasm and passion. That's what Lee brings to the table every day. That's why she's winning All-Star. We are so proud of her in her year that she's been here. We expect wonderful things from you. We know we'll have it. Thank you so much, Lee. Take a picture? Thank you, Lee. If you want to come on over. Oh, don't leave. Okay. Laura, if you want to come on up. Thank you, Laura. All right, everyone. And we also get to talk about Laura. Laura has been here for 6 years. Am I right? Yes. Almost seven, yes, December. So 6 years you've been at the desk, and you've been PMs for the most part, right? So as assistant managers and managers, when we're brand new, we look a lot to our senior hosts, to our control agents, for people that we can look to and turn to for everything. Laura, you're one of those people. You are so strong. Every interaction, I don't know if you guys are able to stop by the desk sometimes, but listen to her interactions. They're amazing. They are personalized for every guest. She cares for every single one of them. And whether it's someone who's very upset, screaming, Laura will calm them down. If it's someone happy, Laura will raise the spirits with them. She's absolutely wonderful. You look at her scores, NPS, medallia, upsells, enrollments. I mean, top of the notch for every single one. And it's amazing to be great in one area, but to be amazing in all aspects, that's huge. You are the well-rounded host that we like to give, different people to train with Laura. We have someone who's training with her a lot too, and she's also a control trainer as well. So we're very proud of you. Thank you so much for your years of service. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Laura.
Keep going, keep going.
All right. Jasmina, if you could come up here. All right. Good job, Jasmina. Okay, so you all know Jasmina. Everybody knows her. So first... All right, so I wrote everything down. I want to make sure that I let everyone know just how great Jasmina really is. So she cares deeply for all of her colleagues, and she truly does make our AM shift a family. She's self-motivated. She drives the rest of the team to be their best each and every day, including myself. She is one of our most trusted and valued employees, and her passion for hospitality is apparent in her contagious positive attitude. She's honestly a joy to work with. I love coming in and working with her each morning, and it's very clear that she loves what she does. Guests adore Jasmina just as much as we do. Her friendly voice and accommodating nature are frequently recognized, especially with some of our regular guests. Jasmina and one of our frequent stay guests from Germany, they both share a love for coffee. So Jasmina is going to be bringing him his first cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee when she sees him next. So hopefully he likes it and gives us some tens. And then one of my favorite parts of the day is hearing Jasmina, "Let's do this, Ashley. It's going to be a great day today." So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Jasmina. Thank you, Jasmina.
All right. Next up is Annetta.
Annetta.
Hello. Okay, hello. So I would like to start with saying that I have a little joke, not really with anybody else, really just with myself. But anytime that I see a positive comment about Annetta and I go to send it on to Heather, I'll start it with, "Oh, you're not going to believe this one," or like, "Shocker," like, who would think that someone would have something positive to say about Annetta? So it's really just a joke with myself, but you would swear that Annetta was born to work in hospitality. I'm sure all of you can see that. She's honestly one of the kindest and most sincere people that I have ever met. When thinking of Annetta and her strengths, I immediately think of respect and empathy. Annetta treats the Regency Club as if it were her own home. She really does. Today was spotless. She treats every guest who enters the club with the utmost care and respect. She welcomes guests to share their stories and is admired for her unique ability to truly listen and to truly engage with our guests. And that's why they love her. We recently actually had a guest in-house who had many dietary restrictions due to his battle with cancer. And Annetta went above and beyond just to ensure that his restrictions were met and that he was well taken care of and that he was happy. She was more than happy to play the middleman between food and beverage and the desk. and he appreciated that tremendously, as did we. And so situations like that just show her, true empathy and compassion for our team as well as the guests. So thank you for what you do each and every day, and we're so lucky to have you as part of our team. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mindy and Jeff, come on up.
Don't worry, Jeff, I got applause for you, bud.
Hi, can everyone hear me? Okay, so I nominated Jen. I've had the pleasure of working with her for a few years now in reservations. She does a great job, someone that we can always count on, asks questions, does everything she can to make sure things are taken care of and smooth. She has recently expressed some interest in learning additional, kind of growing her career and learning a little bit more about revenue. She's had the opportunity to work a couple days a week with Jeff. Done a great job, I believe, learning a lot. Not sure she anticipated it, but now with her revenue knowledge, I kind of pass things over to her. I'm like, oh, this is a good reservations revenue combo. You take care of this. She's done a great job, does everything quick. I've really come to rely on her. She's a very important part of our team. So thank you for all you do every day.
No, just to echo what Mindy said, and Jen's been helping out a couple days a week for about 4 months now, back to June. But really, just a quick story. If you, yeah, no, she was instrumental in helping us out. If everyone will remember the July 8th, 9th weekend, it was anime. Jen had only been helping out for a few weeks, and we were oversold by 40 rooms for the weekend when I left. So I said, don't worry, everything's on lockdown. You're good to go. We're not going to take an additional reservation. It's going to wash down. We're going to be fine. Well, wouldn't you know that we had a 40-room group in-house that checked out early, and then cancellations started to come through, so we had, naturally, rooms to sell last minute. So Jen was instrumental in kind of keeping in mind 2 to 3 weeks and just learning, really. And dug through the manuals, did what she needed to do to rally the troops and open things back up, push for the sellout. So she does an awesome job. Congrats.
Okay, Molly.
Yeah, Molly.
We want to be out of here by 5, just so I can set the expectation.
I got 30 minutes. I'm lucky enough to have 4 amazing people winning this award or having this honor today. I'm going to start with one of our most senior room attendants, Angelito Rodriguez, if you can come up here, please. How many years? 42? 38? How many years? ¿Cuántos años? 40. Angelita celebrated 40 years working at Hyatt this year. I come in very early in the morning, obviously, as a manager to get the day started. Our room attendants start around 8 o'clock, but Angelita is literally the first person to walk in the door. She comes in about between 5:50 and 6, depending on the train, and she's been here for 40 years, as we know, and is one of the most positive, giving, heartfelt persons in our department, truly engages with her peers, truly cares. Her section is perfect. But what's most impressive is she starts her day probably at 4 in the morning, takes probably 2 trains to get to work, walks in the door before anybody else, and then, you know, we've had some pretty crazy sold out days. Different things happen where we're short staffed and we're pushing sellouts, and we get to a point where we need sometimes people to stay and take on extra work. And Angelita is the first person to say, I will stay. Even after her 14-hour day, up to that point, she says, give me 6 more hours. I will do whatever it takes to get through the day and help out Hyatt. She just really cares, and I'm so lucky. And she just makes it fun, and I have so much to look forward to when I work with her. So thank you for all 40 years of your amazing Hyatt. Our next honoree, I'm going to bring up Maria Frosto. Maria is celebrating 12 years this year, but don't let the short-term senior fool you. Maria's section, those of you who, I know a lot of sales managers are here, so you understand site rooms and preparations for VIPs. Maria Frosto, she has had her section for quite some time over in the executive wing, and she literally treats every single room, no matter if it's a VIP or not, like it's a VIP. Every room, whether it's in her section or not, is prepared with the most care and most attention to detail I have probably ever seen, ever. She has one of the best reputations in the department. You can ask anybody who has the best rooms, who has the most care, and without question, it's Maria Frosto. And that's not only to talk about her rooms, but her personality. One of her biggest strengths when speaking of her is her humility. She doesn't do things for recognition. She doesn't gloat. She doesn't ever complain. It's all about the guest, all about her Hyatt family, all about making the team better. And she's 100% completely reliable, and it's just remarkable how much she adds to the team. So thank you for everything. Thank you for making your rooms perfect. We really are really lucky to have you. Thank you. Thank you. Our next honoree is Anita Torres, another room attendant. How many years with Hyatt? 12? Anita is also 12 years. She is married to Mato Castillo here, who's 42 years, so her Hyatt ties are very long. But Anita is another very positive person in our department. It's sometimes intimidating when I'm giving a morning meeting and I have an agenda and we have to do this project and we have to talk about this thing in the hotel or this group coming up. And it's always so refreshing to look out into my audience, I guess, and see Anita's face, because she truly listens and engages with the message. She gets the people around her on board with what's being discussed. I think most recently we were talking about, I couldn't even tell you, but what comes to my mind most recently is we had an incident on the floors with a homeless person that came in and was a little nosy and I'm sure we've all read the reports, but what was really impressive was the initial interaction with this person. We talk about it all the time in the meetings. We talk about it all the time in our, in our online trainings and things like that. But to put something so scary almost into practice so immediately is impressive. This gentleman was lost, or he thought he was lost, and he thought he lost his key. And Anita immediately took action by saying, "No, sir, let me see your key. Please tap it on the door." Didn't let him go in, didn't say, "Oh, you can go grab your ID inside." It was just immediate. "I'm going to close the door. I need to see your identification. I need you to tap the key or go down to the front desk." And it's just impressive to use that as an example to our staff. It's inspiring. I know that you lead by example, and our associates feel safer because you're on the team. But that's just one example. As far as her engagement and her spirit, it's just so refreshing to have her on the team. It's so cute because she works with Mauro, obviously, and he had something going on, and she said, "Oh, well, this works out." And it's just the balance and the team spirit is just very, very refreshing, and I'm so proud of you, and this is very well deserved, so thank you. Picture. And I have one more person. Okay. Rebecca Alvarado. I think of a lot of people, I'm truly most impressed by Rebecca. She's one of the most remarkable persons in our department. Her role is almost indescribable because of how many hats she wears and what she's capable of. On paper, she's classified as a PM room attendant, so she's here every day around 4, and she does the afternoon shift. But in reality, she does everything. She covers the uniform room, so she's on the phone speaking with guests and even taking guest concerns and solving problems. She's sewing uniforms for, last minute, need my pants hemmed. She's in charge of our VIPs some days when we're in a bind or we're hurrying, the queue rooms. And she's trusted to handle projects. She is trusted to handle concerns. She's trusted to prep some serious VIP rooms. She does it all. She comes in when you call her. It's amazing. When we do get in a bind, it's busy summer or the busy sold out days, and it's, Rebecca, "Oh yeah, I can come. I can stay late. I can do extra. I can do more. I can walk these rooms. I can clean that." She does some of the offices throughout the hotel. She covers public areas when they get stuck or in a bind. She covers runner when we need an extra helping hand in that area. So to have somebody so trusted, so reliable, to do everything is it's a dream come true. And I speak on behalf of the entire management team, Annette, Maria, Sandy, Nilsa, everybody, when I say that you are amazing. And we are so grateful to have you because we really couldn't operate without you. You're so great, amazing.
Okay, Jose, come on up. They're applauding for you, man.
Huh?
They're clapping for you.
Oh, really? No, that's for you. You're the one. I have two great associates that I like to call in here. That's Agustina and Watkins. You probably don't know, but the department student, you probably don't see him a lot, but we have him back at the house and always cleaning and all that. Agustina, the first place lately, been helping us in all, coming in at 6 a.m. and there's been days that we just getting super busy. She comes and she finds 3-4 Dairy Queens in there, and first thing she sees, she is smiling. She's like, "Gonna need help." And it's always smiling. You ask her for whatever the cooks that ask her to get. We need to get the schooler clean. We need to get this clean. She always get a smile. And when she needs help, oh yeah. When I see her serious, I'll send you somebody up there right now. I know it's bad up there. On the other hand, I have walk-ins too. Don't matter what time you schedule him, he also takes the train and everything over here. He's always with a smile. Don't matter what the cook asks him. Frankie, in the morning, we got to move boxes. He's right there helping. You ask him, chef, we need to clean this toilet. We're behind. We got to cook this. He's like, we'll get it done. You have 3 pallets, big trucks full of cardboard. With a smile, he's getting it out. They're 2 of my great asses in my department. That's awesome. Congrats.
Okay, Mike, you're up. Oh. Fred, Steve, what do you want? Georgie.
I'm here to recognize Ray. Let's see if we have time, because he starts at 4:30. You want to go get your bus? Well, anyway, I don't know if anybody remembers Ray, but he used to work at the bell stand, and taking somebody from one department to another, it's something that's great for us. I don't know about the other department. But before we got Ray, it was like a forever thing. We had a job posting that we needed a driver, and Ray's like, I want that job. So he applied for the position, and when we said, hey, Ray, you ready for the job? He goes, I don't have my license yet. So he had to go get his license. I'll have it in a couple of weeks, he tells me. A couple of weeks go by. Next week, Mike, Todd sends me an email. It says, Mike, what's going on with Ray? Is he going to work with us or not? So go back up to Ray. Ray, what are you doing? Are you going to work with us? Mike, I'm almost done. You told me that the last time, Ray. So
I just wanted to pass the test once. I didn't want to fail it a couple times.
So finally, he keeps telling me, okay, I'm going to go. And he did his attempt, and he went and he got his license. Finally, I emailed Todd, we're good. He's got his license. So, but anyway, it took forever to get this guy in our department. And I'm so glad that we got him, because he has taken out of so many jams, out of so many spots. It's like he doesn't have a schedule at home. Because when you know how our schedule in transportation with different groups and everything, we just change our schedule so much. And I call Ray almost at any time that I have called Ray and said, Ray, we have to change your schedule. Could you come overnight? Ray, could you come at this time? And Mike, I'll be there. And if he's not there when I leave him a message, he calls me back and he tells me, Mike, I got your message. I'll be there at 11. It's amazing. This guy is amazing. And getting along with the guests, he just talks to the guests like he knows the guests forever. I mean, guest service, he provides. And I am so glad that we got Ray in our department, because he's an outstanding guy.
You missed a couple of things, but it's okay.
George did a great job.
Thanks. I gotta go.
All right, Mahfouz, come on up.
All right, I will keep it short, I promise. So my first meeting with Merrick was the first thing he said, "Hi, I'm Merrick. I'll do whatever it takes to help you," and he has done it so far. Every time Merrick is at work, even if he's not doing something, he's coming out the hallway, he's gonna help somebody, and I've seen it happen. And Merrick will take pride in it. So he is the definition of taking pride at your job. And I'm gonna keep it at that. Thanks, Merrick. Yeah.
We're not quite done. Paul, we have more? Okay, that's embarrassing.
Way to go, Funky Buddha.
Mark Holtz, keep Funky Buddha in the back, please. Sayed, come on up.
Hello, everyone. Francisco, coming up. I was about to start to say that he never late to work, but he was late to this reception, so I can't use that line. Sorry. So I have to skip that one.
I should take an hour to come when I
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Relax. No, on a serious note, Francisco's been with the company for 34 years, and he's been working. He was working as an on-call server for many years, and I've seen this guy when he serves the guests. He takes pride in serving the guest when he was working as an on-call banquet server. And he takes care of the guest. He goes even to the restaurant or he needs to go to the Red Bar to get a drink. He goes there and brings it for the guest. Great customer service and everything. So one day he approached me. He said, transfer to CS and be a full-time employee here. And I said, that's great, but you know, seniority, you're going to be at the bottom of the list and you'll have to start all over. He said, that's fine, I don't care, I just want a full-time job and benefits and everything. So I said, great. So 7 years ago, he started working in CS. He mostly works overnight and he takes care of the night shift. So right now he has seniority on the like 4 or 5 guys overnight, and he takes care of them and he takes the leadership and, you know, holds up that overnight shift. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, it pains me to do this, but Masefi, you got to come back up.
All right, now Tanya, since you missed your first round, you.
It is your second introduction.
So everybody knows by now that Tanya was on vacation for 2 weeks. And Marco said it felt like 6 months. I'd say probably more like 8. And I would go through all the things that she does, but I'm trying to keep to that 5 o'clock timeline that Paul has.
Take as much time as you need.
And Tanya knows that I love to embarrass her, but I'm going to spare her this time around and just say, really, the things that Tanya does and cares about for banquet department, CS floor, stewarding, culinary, catering, everybody, accounting, is endless. And she really is the best. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So thank you very much, Tanya, and welcome back.
Okay, unfortunately, we did have a few folks that couldn't make it. I just want to mention their names. Elizabeth from the front office, Marima and Medea from culinary, Celestino from event setup, and Kazim and Michelle from Red Bar. So when you see them, please give them a big thank you because they're on this list as well. Hold on, Funky Buddha. I have 3 other people I'd like to come back up if we could. So if Albert and Jasmina and Annetta could come back up real quick, that'd be great. Holtz, keep an eye on Buddha. Thank you.
Give me a picture, would you?
So I think everyone here knows that once a year there is an event here in the hotel that we host on behalf of the IHLA, which is the Illinois Hotel and Lodging Association, and it's called the Stars of the Industry. And it really is what we're doing here today, but spread that across all of the hotels in Chicagoland. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that the 3 folks up here have been nominated to be Stars of the Industry to represent the Hyatt Regency O'Hare. So.
Thank you very much.
So when is the luncheon, Buddha?
November 1st.
So the luncheon's November 1st. It'll be here. We'll be well represented in the room. And if these 3 don't win, we're never going to have that lunch here again. That's just how it's going to be. So thank you very much. Let's take a quick picture. Yeah. In front of me? You're welcome. Congratulations. Okay, thank you guys for coming. If all the winners could stay for a quick picture, that'd be great. And congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, everyone.